Thank you for joining me. This video is regarding vegetarianism. A lot of people think, vegetarian, oh, you must be vegan. Not quite. There's quite a few vegetarians out there. There's semi-vegetarian. These don't eat red meat. There's lacto-ovo-pesco. These eat dairy, eggs, and fish, but no red meat, no chicken, and such. Then there's lacto. They eat dairy, but no meat. And then there's lacto-ovo, and that's what I am. I know that sounds like a strange language. And it wasn't even until I was actually doing this video that I learned that I'm a lacto-ovo vegetarian. I just thought, I'm a vegetarian. Now, is it hard to be vegetarian? It just depends on what drives you. Is your motivation to be vegetarian to impress someone? Then it probably won't work. I became vegetarian by listening to a book about how people in other countries who eat more of a vegetarian diet naturally have a better and healthier lifestyle. And then they were doing a study that after the fast food restaurants came into those countries, that their health started to decline. And my health has always been good. That's never been my main concern. But after I had my last baby, I have 3 boys and a Texas-loving husband. So when I had our last son, I wanted to lose the baby weight. So I thought this would be a great way. And I loved it so much that I've been vegetarian for 5 years. Now, is it hard to find protein? No, it's really not. So a lot of my protein comes from eggs, some dairy, not very much dairy that I eat, and beans. I eat a lot of beans. We buy them by the pounds. I go to the store, we buy the huge dried bags of beans, and then I cook them in the crock pot. And then I freeze them in the freezer so that whenever I need them, I can just defrost some and make a really quick meal. So it takes a little bit of planning, but not a whole lot. Now, protein in beans, it comes to about 1/2 cup of cooked beans, depending upon the bean, equals about 7 grams of protein, which is about equal to 1 ounce of meat. But beans come with a special element called fiber. This fiber will make you feel full for longer. And a lot of people think, oh, fiber must come from crackers and whole grains. Well, they do, but they also come in your beans and your fruits and your vegetables. So fiber is important to make you feel full. And this will help you lose weight and also be healthier because you're not eating more that you don't actually need. Water consumption. How much water do you drink? I drink about 1 gallon a day. Some people say, whoa, that's a lot. It can seem like a lot, but if I take 1 canning jar, the really large quart canning jars, and I drink 1 in the morning before breakfast, 1 with breakfast and throughout the day until lunch, and then another one around lunch and another around dinner, that's 4 jars. So it just takes a little bit of effort and planning. And at first I started with, I think it was 2 jars of water. And then I increased it to 3. And then I increased it to 4. So it takes time to do these things. It's not all at once, bam, let's drink a whole lot of water. Let's go ahead and cut out red meat. I started by taking more vegetables and cooking with less meats. And then transferring slowly over to just vegetables. Now, my Texas-loving husband and I, we're able to raise our 3 boys with a pretty active lifestyle. Do we take vitamins? I do sometimes. So with these vitamins, I take a B12 and a D3. Now, I take these when I feel lethargic. It doesn't always have to do with my diet. Sometimes maybe I didn't sleep well that night, or maybe the day before I was so busy that I just didn't eat enough. And so my choices obviously will affect my health the very next day. Some people say, how do you work it with a Texas-loving husband and cooking 2 meals? Well, that's pretty simple. So let's say we want to have tinfoil dinners. A tinfoil dinner is potatoes, carrots, and onion chopped up inside of a tinfoil wrap with a hamburger patty. Well, instead of a hamburger patty, I just have a black bean patty. Makes a super simple dinner, and also everybody's happy. And then we'll have a side, maybe a salad or some other vegetables or fruit. And so it's not really that complicated when you break it down into, well, if we're having tacos, I can have bean tacos. Or if we're having a stir-fry night, I can have tofu. Now, tofu, what does it taste like? It tastes like nothing. You can flavor it to whatever you want. Texture-wise, it's a little bit spongy. It's not bad though. Our 5-year-old actually prefers it. So when we have stir-fry night, he eats tofu, not the chicken. So is it possible to raise a family, be energetic, have enough protein, and have a well-balanced diet? Yes. Is vegetarianism for you? I don't know. That's what you have to find out.